This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at noon. I'm Alexandra Carter. Today is an alert day. We're getting a blast of wintry weather as we take a live look downtown La Crosse. Now you can see some of the snow there. We could see several inches of snow by tonight and a dip in degrees. Our firstborn weather team tracking it all. We'll bring in meteorologist Nicole Skalicksky right now. She's got the latest for us.
Yeah, we've had some steady light snow across portions of our area through the last few hours. Now we're starting to see a little bit of a break on radar. CityCam still seeing that snow out there, but it's really starting to lighten up. This is not going to last forever, though. We still have some more on the way. If we take a broader view at it, still have some more coming for us down in Iowa. There's actually that stronger band near Dubuque that is getting some heavy snow totals just to our friends to the south, just south of our area. So we're just missing out on the heaviest of it. That might be a good way or a bad thing, however you want to look at it. But the good news is the roads aren't taking too big of an impact. Here's a live look at North La Crosse near Onalaska. We're only seeing partially covered road reports for most areas near and south of I-90. So your best bet is going to be staying on those interstates. Ew, we lost that camera. Oh, there it is. There it is. Your best bet is going to be staying on those interstates or those main roads. Those side roads could be having some slick spots, but again, we have this break coming for now. We do have some more coming later as we go into this evening, though. Mainly areas south of I-90 continuing to see light snow throughout most of the afternoon, but here we are going around 5 p.m. starting to see it pick up again right before your evening commute. So to stay continued and updated on those current road conditions, here are your state's roadway sites. Definitely a good thing to look at before you have any travel plans today. Again, only seeing minor impacts so far, but I'll have a more detailed look at what your evening commute could look like coming up in a little bit.
All right, Nicole, good news for the roads, bad news for the snowmen. Thank you. From tracking the system to tracking the conditions outside. News 8 Now's Allison Ferget is live for us in West Salem. Allison, how is it looking out there?
Well, good afternoon, Alexandra. So far, it's not too bad. We're seeing very small snowflakes, not any of those really big, beautiful ones. So kind of a bummer if you were looking forward to that. But we are right on Highway 16. We can show you here what the roads are looking like right now. As Nicole mentioned, not too much coverage yet, but with any snow, you do get to see that it does get a little bit slippery, so definitely take your time out on those roads. We did talk to a State Patrol officer earlier today, talking about what you need to keep in mind when you are traveling today.
Leave earlier if you're going to be having to get out and go anywhere. Although there might not be much snow on the ground because a lot of Wisconsin isn't seeing much snow yet, it's still causing slippery conditions in much of the state.
So as she was saying, when there is snow, the way to go is slow. You want to make sure that you're leaving extra time for yourself to get where you need to go. You also just want to make sure you're leaving extra room between you and the car in front of you. And something else I noticed while I was out driving today, getting here to West Salem, is that the snow is covering those center lines. Definitely want to make sure that you're watching out for that when you are driving, just to make sure you're not crossing over. A few times I was seeing people drift into the other lane. Just want to make sure that you're being extra cautious of that when you're traveling today. But we will be out here all day tracking the roads, tracking the weather for you, and we'll have more this evening. But for now, Alexandra, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Allison Ferget with our live look outside. Thank you, Allison. Stay warm out there. And don't forget, you can track weather on your block with the First Warn Weather app. You can find that at the App Store or on Google Play. Turning now to some breaking news from the White House, taking a live look there now. The Trump administration scoring a cabinet win earlier today. The Senate voting on one of President Donald Trump's most controversial picks. That is Tulsi Gabbard. She has officially now been confirmed. She is our new Director of National Intelligence. Senators voting along party lines, 52-48. Republican Senator Mitch McConnell did end up voting no. Democrats have accused Gabbard of being sympathetic toward Vladimir Putin and questioned her meeting with former Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Senators will also vote today on whether to advance Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s nomination. Trump tapping him to head the Department of Health and Human Services. Maine's Republican Senator Susan Collins, a one-time critic of Kennedy Jr., says now she's going to vote for him. And this morning on News 8, mayoral candidate Shondell Washington Spivey shared his vision for La Crosse, the co-founder of La Crosse's Black Leaders Acquiring Knowledge, outlining his plans for housing and attracting young families amid La Crosse's population decline.
One of those big things is really going to be looking at what land do we have that's buildable, what land do we need to lift out of the floodplain, but then also how do we repurpose vacant buildings in this city and utilize them for that very purpose of how we bring in families, but then also still making sure that we're maintaining the resources for current residents as well.
Tomorrow morning, we'll wrap up our conversations with the mayoral candidates with Realtor Ellie McClune. You can catch our full conversations with the candidates at news8000.com. And Governor Tony Evers continuing to visit Head Start programs across the state. He made a stop in La Crosse today. The governor is set to unveil his new budget next week, and a big part of that targets working families and the cost of child care. His visit comes as some agencies in the state still can't access federal funds. We asked the governor if the recent moves by the White House could affect his budget.
Our budget is almost done, and we're still not sure what's going to happen at the federal level. So we'll do our budget the way we always have, and at the end of the day, it's going to be hopefully a bipartisan effort. We did that last time on some of the really big issues, and I assume we'll be doing that again.
The governor will release his budget on Monday. A nationally recognized hospice provider has a new home in La Crosse. St. Croix Hospice cutting the ribbon this morning on its new location on 3rd Street North. The organization has served our area from West Salem since opening during the pandemic 5 years ago. The new facility will serve patients across La Crosse, Vernon, Monroe, and Jackson counties.
With the growth, there's been more travel times between patients, and so when we have a smaller branch, it's easier for us to care better for our patients rather than having to travel so much.
Staff say the new La Crosse location will help them better serve the growing number of patients and families who rely on their care. Still to come for us at noon, Coca-Cola might be raising prices in the U.S., how Trump's proposed tariffs are playing a role. Plus, Netflix is known for streaming movies and TV, but now they're making food. More on how the platform is creating a dining experience after the break.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, spend $6.99 and get a free Stanley tumbler and up to $200 in MasterCard rewards cards on quality mattress brands Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. The President's Day mattress sale going on now at Home Sleep Express.
Welcome to Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Whether you're a gourmet cook or an aspiring foodie, we have something for your style and taste. See our selection of gourmet cookware, bakeware, and appliances. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Stop in today and tell them Peyton sent you.
Live at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Richie McDonald, formerly of Lone Star. Larry Stewart of Restless Heart. Tim Rushlow, formerly of Little Texas. Together as the frontman at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. Valentine's, February 14. The music of Lone Star, Restless Heart, and Little Texas. Tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. The frontman, Friday, February 14. Must be 21 or over to attend.
Your mom got a new tractor? Yep. Can she see in the dark? Can do. Hook up all the implements? Can do. Steer with ease? Can do. Bale hay all day? Can do. Shift like a race car? Can do. I'm out of here.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. The starting wage for laborers is up to $21 per hour with no experience necessary. We will train the right candidate. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
What will you find at Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique? Everything you need and more. See our selection of Polish pottery, cookware, olive oils and vinegar, and our gadget wall. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique, located inside Wesco and Sparta. Tell them Peyton sent you.
It's the President's Day sale at Home Sleep Express. Get up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets with free delivery and setup and a $300 shopping card. Plus, pay no interest for 5 years. The Tempur-Pedic President's Day sale at Home Sleep Express.
In our consumer news today, Americans could soon pay more for Coca-Cola, and Missouri is challenging Starbucks diversity efforts. CBS News' Chanel Call takes a look at the latest consumer news headlines.
Coca-Cola's CEO says it may ramp up use of plastic bottles and raise prices due to President Donald Trump's 25% tariff on aluminum imports. The beverage company currently imports aluminum for cans from Canada, though it could shift to look for domestic aluminum sources. Last year, Coca-Cola cut its sustainability goals with a goal of using 35 to 40% of recycled material by 2035, down from the previous goal of 50%. Missouri's Attorney General has filed a lawsuit against Starbucks, claiming its diversity, equity, and inclusion practices violate federal and state law. The complaint claims that the coffee chain isn't hiring the most qualified people, resulting in slower service and higher prices. Starbucks says it disagrees with the suit and that the claims are inaccurate. And now Netflix fans can get a one-of-a-kind dining experience in Las Vegas. Netflix Bites is now open at the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino, with menu items and decor inspired by some of the streaming service's most popular shows like Bridgerton, Stranger Things, and Squid Game. The culinary residency lasts for 1 year and builds off of the success of the previous Netflix Bites pop-up in Los Angeles.
Coming up, the reason why only 40% of people with chronic conditions report it to their employer. We'll take a look at that. First, a live look at what's happening on Wall Street right now. Stay with us. We're back after this.
Brad Schimmel let thousands of rape kits sit untested for years.
While rapists walked free
and victims waited for justice.
Take it from a sheriff.
A sheriff.
A cop. Brad Schimmel's too extreme for the Supreme Court.
Thinking of remodeling? Stop into Buyer Cabinets and take advantage of the limitless possibilities with our local handcrafted cabinets. Talk to one of our experienced designers today. Buyer Cabinets, West Salem.
Toma Health's cardiac rehab specialists help patients recover from cardiovascular procedures.
Everything that I have done in this hospital, I feel more like a family than I did when I came in or anywhere else I've been. It gave me a second life.
I watched him every day here improve, 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 and I got a husband back.
Learn more about Toma Health Cardiac Rehab at tomahealth.org.
Thinking of remodeling? Stop into Buyer Cabinets and take advantage of the limitless possibilities with our local handcrafted cabinets. Talk to one of our experienced designers today. Buyer Cabinets, West Salem.
Over 2 years, Brad Schimmel tested only 9 rape kits out of 6,000 that needed testing, while rapists walked free and victims waited for justice. Brad Schimmel is just too extreme.
It's officially cozy season.
You're the coolest.
Let's go!
You've set quite a vibe here.
That's how we roll.
Down the Drew Barrymore Show. Down the Drew Barrymore Show. This is the best interview I've ever done.
Yes! Can I do that? How fun is this? Oh. You won't want to miss it.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
Welcome back. 60% of people with chronic conditions don't tell their employer about them. That survey by Harvard also found more than a third of workers in the U.S. say they've skipped doctor's appointments or delayed care because of work. One possible reason, a quarter of people say they've missed out on promotions or work opportunities due to those chronic conditions. Children with ADHD are more likely to use nicotine or tobacco within 9 years of their diagnosis. A study published in JAMA Network found the greater the ADHD symptoms, the higher the risk of nicotine or tobacco use. Healthcare professionals say early diagnosis and treatment of ADHD is key to preventing this, and more research is needed on the cause of the connection. The number of shark bites has dropped significantly. There were only 47 unprovoked shark attacks worldwide last year, according to the Florida Museum of Natural History. That is 22 less than the year before. The majority of shark attacks are not fatal. Many are from juvenile sharks who can't yet distinguish humans from prey. Never a mistake you want to be in part of. As we head to break, we'll take a live look now from City Cam 8. See some of that snow out there. Nicole is in next with a look at our full forecast.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Think spring, think new flooring, think Carpets to Go during the February Cabin Fever sale. As Wisconsin's premier flooring store, Carpets to Go has the best in selection and name brands. In-stock laminate flooring starting at $349 per square foot. Receive a free pad with short purchase of 45 feet or under. With free estimates and design, 6 months no-interest financing and installation available, there's no better choice than Carpets to Go during the February Cabin Fever sale. Stop in today.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made a most noble sacrifice. Why should you have to continue to do that? Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. And once again, you're called upon by your family to serve and protect. We want you to know we are here to support you. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued in just days, not months. It's not easy to ask for a hand up, but we are clear in our mission. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat or power again. 833-WIS-VRAP. That's 833-947-8727.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app.
A quick school closing to let you know about before we head over to Nicole. That is the Hillsborough School District in Vernon County. They say schools will close at 1:30 this afternoon. No after-school activities. Check news8000.com for the latest closures. Now we'll send it over to Nicole. She'll give us a closer look at that forecast.
Yeah, we're still expecting alert day conditions to last through this evening, mainly for areas near and south of I-90, so not much has changed with the overall alert day conditions, but again, they're continuing to move on as we go into the evening hours. So let's take a look at the sky tracker through the next few hours. Here we are right now, as we mentioned, taking a look at radar a little bit earlier. There is a little bit of a light break, still seeing that snow falling out there, but it's really falling at a much smaller rate now. That's not going to last forever. We still have more widespread flurries coming, mainly right before your evening commute, so we're not expecting any moderate impacts to the commute, especially on those roadways, but there is still going to be that chance for those minor impacts. A little bit of slick spots out there, especially on those less traveled roads. Definitely wanting to use extra caution out there. Again, snow rates are staying fairly light, but even a little bit of snow on untreated roadways can cause for some slicker spots. So here we are. This is around the time of the evening commute. This starts to let up pretty quickly though afterwards, starting to become a little bit more scattered in nature, and then moving out of the area by around 10, 11 p.m. Still could see some very light scattered flurries for our far southern regions as we go into the overnight period, but that main snow should be out of the way after the fact. Here's a look at the rest of the snow that we could have in addition to what you've already received out there. Most of the area looking to pick up maybe another inch, possibly another 2 inches. Again, mainly the higher amount staying to our south. Prairie du Chien and Boscobel could be seen a little bit more than 2 inches as we go throughout the rest of the day. Otherwise, very steady snow rates, very similar to what we've already been seeing over the last few hours. It is going to be a little bit breezy out there. It's going to be a light breeze. We're not expecting any major blowing snow around, but as you saw on CityCam, visibilities are less than 2 miles across most of the area, so that's definitely another thing to be taken into account. This is also going to be a big factor as it's going to be getting very cold tonight, especially in those morning hours. We're seeing this light breeze continue on tonight, going into the overnight period, lightening up briefly early, but still coming back around when you're waking up in the morning, 9 a.m., still seeing sustained wind speeds around 10 to 15 miles an hour, and that's continuing on into the afternoon as well before we get a little bit of a break from it as we go into tomorrow evening, and you will feel that on your skin. Just the normal temperatures alone without factoring the wind into it is going to be below 0 tonight and tomorrow morning for the entirety of the area. Most of us staying in a few single digits below 0, however some areas north of I-94 getting in the double digits below 0. And then tomorrow we'll have some warming, but really not all that much. It's cold out there today. It's going to feel slightly colder tomorrow, especially with those wind speeds when they start to pick up. Seeing highs mostly in the single digits, some areas getting lucky and getting into the teens. It'll be mostly sunny out there, but again, very deceitful even with that sunshine. Here is when we factor in the winds with your wind chills waking up in the morning tomorrow. Much of the area staying in the negative teens. La Crosse, a low wind chill of negative 15. Eau Claire, very chilly, a low wind chill of negative 20. And then as we head into the afternoon, slight warming, but still the majority of the area looking to stay below 0 or what feels like below 0 for the entirety of the day. This will likely be the warmest that you're going to feel tomorrow around 5 p.m. Some of us getting above 0 just by a couple degrees, but overall a very chilly day, and that's going to be the name of the game as we go into the rest of the week as well. Very cold temperatures coming up, a high of only 10 tomorrow as we mentioned. Get a little bit of a breather when we go into Friday and Saturday. However, we could have some significant snowfall falling Friday evening as well, and then that's when the real cold comes in. Sunday night going into Monday morning, a low of negative 10, and I'm sure the wind chills aren't going to feel much better than that. So we just can't get out of winter. I love the snow, but then I see the repercussions of it, and then I want to complain.
And it's always Monday where it's so cold.
Exactly. We can't get a break. Yeah.
Thanks, Nicole. Coming up, judges choose a winner at this year's Westminster Dog Show. We'll take a look at one of the oldest running sporting events in the country and the breed that took home the crown.
The Sparta Innovation STEM Academy, recognized as Wisconsin's #1 charter middle school, has open enrollment until March 31st for incoming 6th graders. Learn more at www.isasparta.com.
Around here, neighbors come together to make each other better. We're taking the same approach with healthcare. Gunderson Health System and Bellin Health have come together to form Amplify Health, giving you more of what's important in healthcare. More caring, more listening, more to feel good about on your way to feeling better. Overall, just a little more heart. Amplify Health by Gunderson. A little empathy changes everything.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
Benedictine Living Community can be a great resource for you. From skilled nursing, rehab, senior living apartments, it's hard to know what's right for you.
That's where I come in. My name is Lori. My goal is to help you find the best place that meets your needs and gives both you and your family peace of mind. Live how you want to live with as much help as you want.
Schedule a tour at blclacrosse.org.
I'd love it if you come see me at Benedictine Living Community, La Crosse.
The Sparta Innovation STEM Academy, recognized as Wisconsin's #1 charter middle school, has open enrollment until March 31st for incoming 6th graders. Learn more at www.isasparta.com.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Finally for us today, the 149th Westminster Dog Show has crowned its top dog. If you missed it, the winner is this one, Monty, the giant Schnauzer. This was the 5-year-old pup's 3rd year competing. This year, there were more than 2,500 dogs and more than 200 breeds. Bourbon the Whippet was the runner-up after going out of retirement at age 9. And Nicole's back with the final weather check for us when we come back.
It's time for the Holman Locker and Meat Market Hog Sale. Order a whole hog, half hog, or our pork bundle. Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat.
This street's like any other in Wisconsin, but the new neighbor is a pedophile who repeatedly raped a little girl, released after just 2 years in prison. Thanks to Judge Susan Crawford's sweetheart sentence, a fraction of the 60 years he faced. Now, the pedophile lives blocks from a school. And with Susan Crawford on the bench, your street could be next.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holman. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
It's time for the Holman Locker and Meat Market Hog Sale. Order a whole hog, half hog, or our pork bundle. Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it and serving this community all day, every day. We work hard for this trust and love telling your local stories because we, like you, expect more.
Here's another check at radar right before we let you go. Again, lightening up a little bit, but if we take a broader view, we definitely have some more coming for us. Some heavy snow amounts falling in Dubuque. They're getting lucky with it. We have some more coming for Friday. Could have some impacts to your travel, especially if you have any date night plans, so definitely stay tuned for all the updated forecasts. But we do know it's going to get cold.
Yeah, that is what we can
cold.
say. It'll be cold. All right, thank you for joining us at noon. We'll see you back here tonight. Enjoy your day.